Hi everyone, nice to meet you again. Thank you for your time for being here. So first of all, SATS. Okay, SATS, if you look at the news, profits, alright, HQ, profits surged more than 10 times to 64 million on aviation's recovery and WFS acquisitions, alright. The interesting part is that they have announced final dividend of 0.015 per share. Alright, although very little, but this is a good sign to show the investor that they are making progress after the major acquisitions, and therefore when they are making money and they promise, alright, to declare the dividend to the shareholder. Again, this is a good sign. With that reason, alright, the share actually spiked up, okay, or gap up today with the good news. But before that, I want to share this with you, alright. Before that, the price spiked up, or before that, the price gap up, I have explained to you many times, alright, using my strategy called price actions to identify when to buy and when to sell. So my answer to you many times when to buy is at $2.42, even though my latest batch of students, okay, they attended my class in somewhere April, and I did share with them during that time was $2.40 plus. It was a good time to buy based on the price strategy, and without knowing the earning, by using this strategy you still can make money. Because why? Because by the time you wait for a good earning, the price is already went up. So if you can buy near the bottom, why not? Okay, so that's why you need to, attend my class so that I can show you when to buy and when to sell. Okay, and very obvious, the stock is actually moved in the sideways for a very long periods. So let's say, for example, if you manage to buy at $2.42 previously, but you never sell, alright, what will happen? Every time when the price hit $2.80, okay, it will begin to pull back. Okay, so what does that mean? That means you must know the pattern of this chart. Okay, you must know the pattern of this chart so that you will be able to take advantage by knowing when to buy, knowing when to sell. You can make money, alright, not for one time. You can make money through this stock, okay, beginning from 2022 November until today. If you follow my strategy, or if you have attended my class, you should be able to know when to buy and when to sell, at multiple times. Alright, so the next thing, okay, when is the resistance? Okay, very obvious. Today is already hitting the first resistance. So if you ask me, will SATS continue to go up? I think it must break through two levels of the resistance first. First thing first, they must break through $2.80. After they break through, they must break through $2.95 before the price will continue to go up. So now it's still too early to say. 明白吗? Alright, so congratulations to you if you managed to buy at $2.42. So next thing, we want to see ST Engineering. ST Engineering, this stock is very consistent, okay, based on the price action trend line. Currently the price is still uptrend, Okay, so every time when it touches the, what we call that, the trend line, chances are it will begin to rebound. Alright, every time it touches a trend line, it will begin to rebound until last month. Okay, it break through the resistance of $4. After that, the price continue to shoot up. So as of now, the price is still considered uptrend, is still intact. Alright, so why the price is shooting up? Partly is because ST Engineering, okay, is part of the defense sector. Alright, so that means they provide the defense equipments. As you know, there was uncertainty in the Middle East and also in Europe. Alright, maybe ST Engineering was benefited, but of course, beside defense, ST Engineering also involved in the aerospace, smart city, marine, public securities, digital tax. In fact, ST Engineering involved in many activities. Alright, and if you look at the revenues, okay, it's quite impressive. Okay, the profit before tax is also increasing from 2022 to 2023. Alright, so that's why the stock price is keep moving up. But in fact, if you ask me, by looking at the chart, we already know that, okay, the company is doing well. Because why? Because the market maker and the institutions already help us to study the company. And for investor like us, as a price actions, okay, we just need to follow the institutions by looking at the chart, okay, and then identify when to buy in, when to sell, when to take profit. That is our task. So in fact, price actions is a very easy strategy. First of all, it allows us to make money by looking at the chart and identify when to buy, when to sell, and when to take profit. And I still remember when the price spiked up as high as $4.25, I got one customer ask me, should he hold or should he take profit? My answer is very simple: take profit. Alright, because you know why? Because when price spiked up, that means it attract a lot of retail investor to come in. So usually the institutions will sell and take profit during that time. So who they are selling to? Of course, they are selling it to you, okay, as a retail investor. So that's why if you do not know when to buy and when to sell, you basically you will have a disadvantage. Alright, so that's why educations is very important. Okay, trading plan is also very important. So recently the price pullback, and today got a very bullish candlestick, and before that there was a hammer. Okay, it showed that the buyer interest is coming in back, all right, to push up the price further. Okay, so this is a good sign. Okay, after what we call that rebound, a strong rebound and strong spike up, profit taking, okay, for a few days, okay, I think around 2 weeks before we see a hammer and then followed by a bullish candlestick. So it actually telling us that the buyer interest has coming back. Okay, the buyer interest has coming back and ready to push up the price further. So based on my view, by looking at the chart, okay, I share with you what I think. Alright, there's no right way or wrong way, just my view. Alright, so this is a ST Engineering. Okay, so they are trading at the new high as well. Okay, they are trading at the new highs as well. Lastly, this is another stock that I have not been watching for a very long time. and I can tell you that it's still a very weak stocks, okay, because downtrend of this stock is still intact. So disclaimer first, all right, this is still considered a very high risk stock. Reason is because the stock is still downtrend. Recently, we have spotted, okay, the buyer has coming back for these stocks, and that's why I want to share this with you based on the technical point of view, so that you can put this stock into the watch list and then you can observe the movement. Okay, first thing first, all right, the midterm trend has been broken. All right, so this is the midterm trend, downtrend. All right, so in order for us to identify a particular stock whether it's recover or not, first thing first, we want to identify the trend whether has been breakout or not. All right, and true enough, nanofilms, the price break through the downtrend line during that time at the price of 70 cents. All right, 70 cents. So let me pull this thing. All right, so 70 cents was actually a resistance, but however the price continued to break through and go higher and higher. All right, and then it meet another resistance at the price of 80 cents. All right, at the price of 80 cents, it continued to break through today. So this is a good sign. All right, although the price is downtrend, it actually attract the, what we call that, the buyer coming in to push up the price further with a very bullish candlesticks. All right, but however, if you look at the previous candlesticks, all right, you need to be aware that this is a high risk stocks. Reason is because that when the people are selling, okay, when the investor who are investing in this stock, when they are selling aggressively. All right, so before you want to invest in this stock, you must know the characteristic of this stock before investing. You get what I mean? Because this is what I mean is still considered a high risk stock, because when they are selling, they will sell aggressively. So if you are the person who are very slow motions and need time to warm up, then make sure you don't touch these stocks. But if you think that you are very pro, all right, and very knowledgeable, you might want to consider to put the stock into your watch list. So I just want to share with you what I see from this chart, from this company, and then I share my view with you for free.